And now, from the Sunnybrook Ballroom in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, it's the Bring 'Em Out podcast with your hosts, Joel Richardson and Alan Hill.
Hey everybody, we're here at the Sunnybrook Ballroom inside the podcast studio with another episode of Bring 'Em Out. I'm Alan Hill, here with Soul Joel himself, Joel Richardson.
Yeah.
And today, we have one of our rare repeat guests who was on a segment of a show we did at a live show last summer, Mr. Granville Bazemore. Welcome back, my man.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And I should have introduced him as the most respectful man in comedy because he is absolutely that.
I try.
We talked about it last time, but he wears many hats. Not only a father, comic, veteran, but also you mortician. You run your own funeral home.
Yes, sir.
Now I always say, like, as a comic, I find the funny in everything, and at a speech or at, even at funerals, like I find myself laughing because everybody mourns differently.
Right.
So how do you hold yourself, like, do people at the funeral home know that you're a comic? Do you try to go out of your way to bring light, or do you kind of just feel the temperature of the crowd?
I go off how the crowd is. Every family's different. Some people are like real serious and stern in that time. Some people want it to be a light moment. So there's
probably a lot of factors and,
right.
and things that to consider.
Right. I've been asked to crack jokes or I've been asked to officiate services if their officiator has not showed up. Officiant hasn't showed up.
Treat you like a comedy jukebox.
Right. So, yeah.
You're like, we're not on demand here.
Right. But then I actually did that one time. The person in charge of the service, the wife of the decedent, asked me to do it, but the son didn't know. So when I'm up there,
you hit the podium. It was a surprise.
I was on I'm the funeral director.
No,
so
I know.
He expected me to just sit down and shut up and be quiet, let everything go. But the mom was like, I had to read the life story, so she was like, can you make it funny?
Yeah.
And I was like, no problem. But he didn't know.
Oh, boy.
So while I'm doing it, he got up, was like, hey, man, this ain't no joke. So I just looked, was like, okay, I apologize. And then the mom was later on, she approached me, was like, I'm sorry, he didn't know. So I was like, it's okay.
That one's on me.
Right, he was great. He was great to whoop my ass.
Dude, really?
That's something you should share to your family members.
Yeah.
Right. And he's not, if you don't have that in your head.
Right.
Because everybody's different, man. Some people are, like you were saying, some people want to laugh their way through tragedy. Some people just want to be sad and get over it their own that way, whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah,
the wife said that he was a fun guy. Like, he wouldn't want everybody crying, so that's why she asked me to do it. So, but the son wasn't having it. He was like, that's my dad. We ain't in here to joke.
Dude. Wow. Man, that's fascinating, dude. And this whole if it's cool with you, let's backtrack a little bit, because I find your entire adult life fascinating. Because you
at least we got him to smile. We got him to crack. It was early.
Thank goodness he didn't tell me I'm not here to laugh like that guy.
Oh boy.
But I mean, was it military right out of high school? But because I know that's the first phase that I know.
So no.
Okay.
So I was the typical young African American guy. I wanted, I was in the street, so I was trying to sell drugs.
Okay, right on.
And I had a.
Were you selling Alan Massenberg the crack?
No, I didn't. I would have remembered his face, but I was out here trying to, I had a job, but I was still making extra money doing that. So I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
And I used to go out to Delaware County and sell drugs.
So no shit. Okay.
I had a situation.
Shout out to Delco.
Yeah, right. You're not the first one to follow that business plan. What part of Philly, by the way?
I'm from West Philly.
Okay, cool.
West Philly, yeah.
Born and raised.
Yes, sir. So a situation took place to where it's actually funny, because I'm working on making it funnier. I'm doing a bit on it.
Cool.
But a situation took place to where we was getting money. The parents get their kids a lot of good money, so we was making it. Mm-hmm. And a gentleman approached us one day, like, man, I heard y'all got good work. That's drugs, of course, for people that don't know. So I heard y'all got good work. Mm-hmm. So he pulls out a baggie full of work, and I'm with my cousin. So I'm like, yo, like, I tapped my cousin, like, I don't trust this dude, like. Yeah. And my cousin, you trying to be gangster or whatever. My cousin was like, yo, stop bitching. So I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing. But I had that gut feeling like if he got work, why he trying to buy? Like he ain't got no money to buy our work. It looked like he's selling work.
Yeah. If he's pulling out the big bag, right?
So my cousin just on some trying to make money. So I'm like, all right. So I go in the house. We had the house to ourselves that weekend. His mom went down to Georgia to see my aunt. So we were supposed to be going to pick. I had a car, so we were supposed to be going to pick up females, come back and do what we do.
Okay.
Go out to eat. And do what we do,
Sure.
So the guy, my cousin come in the house was like, he gonna come back and cop some work from us. I said, all right, say less. So it's a summertime. So you know how you got your screen, your regular door open, but the screen door closed.
Yep.
So I'm sitting there watching Martin Lawrence, You So Crazy, on the phone, sweet talking this girl.
That's awesome.
I would say her name, but I don't want to put her in the middle.
Sure.
But my cousin, he doing push-ups, trying to be sexy, trying to get right. So
Yep.
next thing you know, somebody knocks on the dude knock on the door.
Many levels of why this is fun.
Right.
This is great.
Right.
This is great.
Thanks for painting the picture.
He knocks on the door. So when he knocks on the door, my cousin just yells, "Come in." So when he comes in, he's like, "Y'all know what time it is." He pulls out a gun.
Oh shit.
So we think he by himself. And I'm like, he gonna have to shoot both of us. So I'm like, what are you talking about? So I'm sitting on the couch with the phone like this, looking up, and then 3 more dudes come in, but they got on masks.
Oh
And
shit.
they was like, "Y'all know what time it is." And
Damn.
I just dropped the phone like, damn, ain't nothing else to do. So they
Martin
ran through
joke still coming out of the phone.
Right.
While you're getting
she
robbed
heard
at
what was going
gunpoint.
on. Yeah, she heard what was going on. So gun to me, gun to my cousin, and then the other dudes was like going through the crib, taking, I had, Jabot jeans had multiple pockets. So I had money, drugs. And then so they ran through all our pockets, took everything. They was like, tie these dudes up and put them in the bathroom.
What?
Right.
Damn,
They put
bro.
I thought they was about to kill us. They put us in the
Damn.
tub. face
Dude,
down.
I've only seen this in the movies.
For
Right.
real, man.
And they
It
put us
just
in
got real heavy.
Right, we got that's what woke me up. So we in a tub, and
What's going through your mind?
I was scared, but I had the bubble guts. I was nervous, so I started pooting. So my
Wait, whoa. You start pooping?
no pooting.
Oh, what does that mean?
Passing gas.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Start passing gas.
God, I stink.
I started passing gas. So I'm
It's
I'm in there passing gas in the bathroom, and I'm looking at my cousin like, yo, this is all your fault. And I'm like, now they gonna kill me because I stink. Like, and the tub was dirty. I'm like, didn't your mom tell you to clean the tub? Like, now we laying in your dirt ring. Like, what you doing? So I'm trying to like take my mind off it, but they ran through the house. They didn't kill us. They left us in there. And when our family found us, they was talking a lot of trash. They're like, don't y'all know we know y'all? Y'all not thorough. Like, y'all not these guys. Y'all walking around here like y'all these guys. So they knew us. So they left my car. The only thing they left was my car keys in the middle of the floor. Right. So they, so that was my wake up call. I was like, this ain't for me. Like I'm laying there rationalizing life. Like I'm laying in a dirt ring in the tub. I'm passing gas in here, so it stink. This can't be it. Like,
That's and how old are you at this point?
I was 18.
Wow.
I just turned 18.
And they left you tied up?
Tied up in the tub.
So how did it end then? Did you get yourselves out? Did somebody come home?
My family found us. That's why I said when they found us, we went downstairs.
Oh, okay.
They left my car keys. Like they took everything else, but left my car keys. So they really probably did know us. They're like, we're not gonna take the car because they can be riding around in my car. He gonna see us. He gonna know who did it.
Dude.
Yeah.
So we only knew the one person that came in unmasked. He lined it up. So the other 3 guys we didn't know.
Yep.
So
That's wild, man.
it's wild.
and anything ever happen? You see those guys again or anything?
Did.
No.
I did. So this is the crazy part. So
That's the only thing that's
all
going
this-
through my mind.
I went in the military. When I come home from the military,
4 years later.
On a break or when you get out?
6. I got out
Okay.
on a medical. So I'm a barber now. So I'm a licensed barber. My cousin, my older cousin on my dad's side, we go to a janazah. A janazah is an Islamic funeral. One of my cousin's best friends, he used to like remove like safe doors from like the bank. The safe door came down and severed him in half. So he passed away from that, of course. So we go to his janazah. So we at the service, and my mind is on him, but the dude that set it all up walks in. So now, right. So I tell my cousin, like, because I know this a bad time, but I'm going to kill this nigga.
And there's never going to be a good time to bring this up.
Right. Hey, he's right here.
Yeah, but
And I'm traumatized. Like, you don't understand the nightmares that come. You got
Don't
a gun in my
forget
head.
that.
Right.
Sure, that's massive.
Right. And you changed my whole life. So
Everything.
So I was like, I'm going to kill him. He's like, no, hold on. He's like, you know him? So I look at my cousin like, you know him?
yeah, this funeral is about to be a double header.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
So
boy.
So
boy.
my cousin was, and I respect my cousin. He older than me, so
Okay.
he was out in the game before, so he like an OG.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, for sure.
You know, when OGs, I still respect the rules of the street. So when the OG say chill, you chill. So I chilled out, and we go through the day. We bury him, go to the repast. So it's come to find out, boy was at the repast. So come to find out, he is the nephew of my cousin's best friend.
Wow.
So my cousin, he pulled us together and was like, yo, my cousin told me the situation. Boy tried to act like he didn't know what he was talking about at first, but then he admitted it, like, all right, my fault. Like,
okay.
we was young. We was 18. So my cousin was like, yo, y'all both need to squash this.
And they were 18 too. They were same age.
Yeah, the dude was
Okay.
18.
Okay.
I don't know about the other guys, but the dude was 18 that set it up. And my cousin made us squash the situation. Cause I was on his head. Like,
that's impressive, man. That's hard. That's because you are as big on respect as anybody I know, man. Right. And it showed right there because I know you didn't want to do that.
No. but that's my cousin. Like I really like he's like a big brother. So. And it's the code of the street. It's supposed to be, and nowadays it's not. But when the OG say chill, you chill. Mm-hmm. So we both let it ride.
Right on.
Like we was young boys. He didn't know who he was robbing. He didn't know we was family. Like we almost was family. Like so, my cousin had a baby, which is my little cousin by the guy's cousin.
No kidding.
And the one that died was my cousin's best friend. They was like brothers. So it was that close.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
So that's what made me go in the military.
Wow.
I had to get the hell out of
How
here.
far after that did you sign up? Like days, weeks,
I
months?
left on my 19th birthday.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I was 18 when it happened.
Within the year.
I was gone.
Okay.
Because when my folks found this, my mom found out. She cursing me out. She never knew I was doing that. You know, I had a regular job too, so she never knew. Then I was living with my dad. My dad was like, "You're not bringing that stuff up here, like in the suburbs." So I had to do something with myself. So I got ghosts, and it's ironic, but I became a cop in the military.
Yeah, isn't that a trip?
I went from selling drugs to now I'm enforcing the law.
And I don't know if we said it yet. Air Force.
Air Force.
Yeah. Yep.
Literally 180 degrees.
Right. Yeah, for real.
That's why I was so good at it, because like they couldn't get nothing past me.
You knew all the bullshit.
Searching cars. I'm like, I know where
this is how they think. And by they, I mean me.
Yeah, right. Totally.
They like do a vehicle search. I know where the stash spots are. I found weapons and all kinds of stuff.
I once said money, drugs. There's 4 pockets. Right. I once had them all empty.
That is awesome.
Right.
God, that needs to be a song, by the way.
Right.
Money, drugs. Right. Sorry, the musician.
Yeah. Dude, that's wild.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's all the spots that you were stationed in the military as an MP?
Well, you know, my basic was down in Lackland Air Force Base in Texas, San Antonio. And then my tech school was just across the base. So the Navy military police and the Air Force military police, they train down there.
Oh, they share a facility?
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's like right next, like on the same base. It's like different barracks. But
okay.
And then from my first duty station was in England, RAF Mildenhall, England. I was supposed to go to Turkey, but when I was in tech school, somebody blew up the gate, and
thank goodness.
Right when I got my orders, so it was a girl. Her brother was already there, so she wanted to go see her brother. So I was like, let's switch, and they let us switch orders.
Oh, nice.
So that's how I got to England.
Nice.
So I'm not going where they blowing stuff up.
Yeah.
Not right away.
Yeah, yeah. Heck yeah. If you got a choice, let's take it.
So I was in England. I was in England at the age of 19.
Wow.
You know, you're an adult over there at that age.
Yeah.
Like they're the adults at 16. You know, they drink. It's legal to drink when you're 18 over there. So my first night, I got plastered.
So much for being an adult.
That was my introduction to Long Island iced teas. My first night.
You had your first Long Island iced tea in England?
Yep.
That's funny.
On base at the base club. Yeah,
that is funny. I bet they had fun with your name too. By the way,
they did.
The British accent in Granville Bazemore. Come on, I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, that's wild,
right?
Yeah.
All the way to England for your first Long Island iced tea.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So I was my first base, and I was staying in the dorms, and it's crazy, it's ironic. My dorm room number, I still remember, was 215. You know,
no kidding.
Listen,
you talk about signs,
right? It was
that had to make you feel good, like things are happening for a reason,
right?
You know?
Right.
I mean, that's how I would think.
Yeah. I mean, I was glad it was. My life, I felt like, you know, it was life changing. It was supposed to happen. Like,
you see any Cardinals while you're over there? Because then he'll really flip out. I love the I'm always looking for Cardinals now. Bro.
Yeah.
I really am.
I ain't pay attention to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun over there. That was nice. It was a good experience.
So how long were you in England then?
I was in England for 3 years.
Okay.
My dumb self, I went and got married at the age of 19.
Oh.
And it's crazy how that happened. That's another story because it was like an ultimatum. Like my girl was here and I loved her and everything, but I knew I wasn't ready to be married. But I didn't want to lose her. So I was there. I got there October 3rd, 2003. By November, near Thanksgiving, I'm getting a message when I come back to my dorm room. She's like, I don't think I could do this no more. If you don't marry me and bring me over there, I think I'm going to leave.
Wow.
So I'm stuck. Now, at the time, because how my parents treated me, I wasn't talking to my mom and my dad. So I didn't really have nobody to run this past.
I see.
And then my grandma passed right after that.
Oh, geez.
So
man.
I came home for my grandma's funeral in January 04.
Yeah.
I got married January 31st, 04 before I came back. So
January wedding.
yeah, I got suckered in there. Man, right after the funeral, I got suckered in there. Man. Like in my wedding pictures, I'm not laughing or smiling or nothing. I'm not happy.
Now,
Wow.
is that who you
wild,
have
dude.
your daughter with?
Yeah, that's my daughter's mother. Yeah, we had my daughter in 06.
Okay.
Yeah, right when I came back from Iraq. Yeah.
Yeah. Who figures prominently into your act in certain points, which I love and is priceless.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Yeah.
So you went from England to Iraq?
So you know it's a temporary duty station. So my main base was England, but you go on your deployment from your home station. So I went to Iraq, and then I came back to England, and then when I PCS'd to Dover, Delaware.
Okay.
And I finished out there. Finished out in Dover. Yeah.
Wow. And then you came back and you started you became a barber?
So I was already cutting hair as a young man, but I wasn't interested in getting a license. When I did come home and got stationed here, I was able to commute back and forth to Philly. You know, it's not that far. So
Yeah.
I got my license. I was in the barbershop cutting. And yeah.
I mean, that's where the early stages of probably storytelling and comedy probably started.
I was quiet.
Oh,
So-
well, that I could see.
So right. You know Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I met him first
Get
in the barbershop. So he knows, like you'll hear him say, yo, this is a different type of G. I don't know this G because I was quiet. I just used to pay attention and listen.
Was he a customer or a barber too?
He got his haircut there.
Okay.
So he wasn't a barber. He used to come get his haircut. And that barbershop, it was a popular barbershop in West Philly.
Okay.
So he knew people that worked there as well, other barbers, so he would be there.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I was just quiet. And then I didn't, my trust level, I don't trust people. So I just was paying attention. I just paid attention.
Yeah. Your eyes wide open. You're hearing everything.
Right.
Yep.
So that's my first time meeting him. I didn't know he did comedy,
But then where does funeral director play a part?
Well, there's another stop before that, right?
So yes, it is. So after the barbering, I got tired of standing behind chairs. Like I'm like an entrepreneur, so I don't mind being a worker, but eventually I do want to be a boss. So my goal was to open a barbershop, but in order to do that, you gotta have paperwork and tax forms. They want to see how much money you generating and everything. So I went and got a job driving for SEPTA for the bus, driving public transportation.
Wow.
So that only lasted for 3 years because one day I used to get threats and stuff for no reason. People
That's crazy.
one time there's a bunch of the passengers treat the bus drivers
They
like
have
crap.
no idea who they're talking to.
Right. Right. So I had this one crazy incident on the bus. This girl got on, and they tell you don't argue with the passengers if they don't got the fare, but you are supposed to request it. But if they give you a hard time, it's a button you can push on a fare box. So the girl was like, "Listen, I don't got the fare. Can I get a ride?" No problem. Go ahead. Oh, you ain't had to say it like that. I just said like what? You say it like I'm a broke bitch. You are. You don't got the
That's exactly what you are.
But I'm not saying it like that. I'm not. I just said go ahead.
Right.
But she's projecting her insecurities,
Right.
her
On me,
issues
right.
on
All
you.
you did was a
Right.
respectful thing and gave her exactly what she
Yeah,
asked
right.
for.
I think no matter what you said,
Yeah,
she would have had an
Yep.
issue.
So she said she was gonna call her baby daddy, and
Oh, boy.
at the time I'm just like whatever. Like I never rode with my seatbelt on because I had a colleague that got whooped in the seat and he couldn't get a seatbelt.
Oh,
In
dude.
I used to get written up because I'm not putting my seatbelt on. They're not catching
Yeah.
me here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
You were riding or dying.
right.
Yeah, right.
You're right.
Literally, yeah.
Right. You right. We all gonna die. You touch me while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Ever see Speed?
Right.
Yeah. I'd rather get written up than beaten up.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah. So, hitting one question about what you said, hitting the button. Was that just more like accountability? Like it
Right.
would,
So the fare box it registers and how many people pays with a trans pass, or if they drop a token, it, like you hear the beep. It's keeping trace of like a little computer inside. When you pull your bus in, you stop past the fare box. It's like a place where they empty it.
Okay.
So you stop past there first, and they
checks and balances.
You're right, and they hook up a cord, and it reads everything. So that button lets the city know that they had this many people who didn't. They get that money reimbursed to them from the city.
Okay.
So there's no issue. There's no need to argue. Sometimes people just be prideful.
Okay.
And they be wanting to argue because people ask every day. So they're like, no, I'm not going to keep giving you rides. And listen, just push the button and keep going. They tell you that in training.
Yeah.
Hit the button, keep going. Your job is to request. Now, if you don't request it, then you can be written up. Because you never know if it's like a secret passenger paying attention. That's from management or something.
Right.
But your job is to just request.
Oh wow!
Hit
So
that
you
button.
could have secret riders,
Corporate spies.
and they just they don't even
Because they want to see how you treating their passengers.
Totally, man.
right.
So they'll come take a ride. You never know that it's them.
Right.
That's freaking
Right.
wild, man. That's fascinating.
Right.
And your entrepreneurial thing was never going to let you stay there long because you know you're not owning
So
SEPTA.
what really made me do it, it was the route called the 52 in West Philly, go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the most hood routes. It's
Okay.
one of them. It's a couple, but that's one of them. That's
Okay.
the West Philly one.
Mm-hmm.
So a guy tried to go around the bus. Now I'm coming down 52nd Street. I guess the bus is moving too slow.
Okay.
The guy tries to go around, but when he tries to go around, it's oncoming traffic, so he can't.
Oh.
So now he's pissed. So I just keep going. So when I get to the next stop, I see his car go around, zoom, and go to the next stop. So now when I pull up to that stop, he's standing on the corner waiting for me. He's like, "Pussy, you could have let me go."
What?
Right. And he was like, I know your route you want. You got to come back up and down the street. Don't worry, I'll be waiting for you. So I said, oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Now you threatening
Here
my
we
life.
go.
So the next day when I came to work, I said, you know what? I can't do this no more. And I just resigned.
Yeah.
I resigned.
Yeah.
Right.
Good move.
So I just got out of there. And
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was going to do. I left and went to my friend's house, my accountant homie. Went to my friend's house. He like a brother to me. And I went and got so high. And I don't even smoke.
Oh, it was just, yeah, you're like,
But we
but
smoked
today
like
we're
this.
getting high.
Right. It was a couch like this, and I just was there for hours. Like,
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
right. Like, what I was just thinking, what am I going to do? So,
Yeah.
and then I was like, you know what? I can go back to school on the VA. It's called vocational rehabilitation.
Nice.
You just got to prove that you can't function, because I got PTSD, so you can't
Right.
function in regular society. And they'll pay for it. So
Beautiful.
I did research on careers to start something for my family, build a career, be entrepreneur, funeral director. I'm not scared of bodies. I saw war. I saw people get shot in Iraq and stuff like that, blood dripping and stuff like that. So I wasn't scared of none of that. And I went to school. And that was it. And I'm here now.
That's freaking cool, man.
Right.
That really is. And let's promote, while we're on it, let's promote your funeral home.
Oh, Granville Bazemore Funeral Home, currently located 1001 North 63rd Street in West Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19151. That's the location at this moment. It's a shared establishment, because people be like, oh, it's another funeral home here. Yes, but I have my own number, 484-816-2106. Call me, and it is all legit. People always be like, well, I had this one lady say, why your prices so low? I said, because I'm trying to accommodate the community I serve.
Yeah.
You should be happy.
Right.
Like, he was like, well, that don't sound legit to me. Like, you want me to overcharge you?
Is
I
this-
did.
yeah.
Right. If you want to feel better about it, I can overcharge it.
Right.
Yeah, you're the hit the button of funeral homes.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
boy,
man.
Right.
Yeah.
is this going to be handled properly?
Right.
It's automatically where their mind probably
Right,
goes.
right.
And she was pleased. She was like, oh, man, the service. She actually did tell me you can charge more for everything you provide, but I understand that the community I serve, we all trying to get ahead. So we struggle sometimes, and sometimes death is unexpected and people aren't prepared.
Right.
So I don't want to kill your pockets.
Right.
Now you're doing fish fries and the same dried out fish and GoFundMe's and all that stuff, and we don't got time for that. So I'm gonna try to accommodate you. So
It's a beautiful thing, man. And in all seriousness, this guy, if you need that service, there's nobody I would recommend over this guy. He's just the most respectful dude ever, and I will translate into that business 100%.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I got there, man.
That's crazy.
It's incredible, man. What a story.
And I'm sure in different ways, it's influenced your comedy.
It has. It has. It's a lot of. I'll let you finish talking. I'm sure it'll come up, but it has influenced comedy a lot.
Well, right in your bits.
Right.
You know,
Patience.
which I'm not going to get into. We'll save that for the stage.
No,
but
we could talk about it.
There's some funny bits that come from your
Right,
funeral
thank you.
home stuff,
Thank
man.
you.
Some really funny
Yeah,
stuff.
people don't like me. Like they never want to be my friend when they find out what I do. They never want to touch me. Right. They do touch dead people all day. Like I don't wash my hands.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
You know what's funny? I know that. I've never once thought that.
No, me either. That's so funny. Yeah, like.
Yeah. I mean, I shook hands with him earlier, and he told me he just came from a body, but
Yeah, totally, man.
Right.
It's not like he's rolling around in embalming fluid.
yeah,
you
you've
know?
always been a well-dressed, groomed dude. Like I'm
Right.
not worried about. Oh, he doesn't wash his hands.
Totally, dude.
Right.
Never even a
That's
thought.
crazy.
People say that to me all the time.
That's
so
wild.
Don't touch me.
That's so
I don't
fascinating,
want
man.
your card. Like my card got cooties or something. Like, or I'm like, you can't use the card. The card is for if you know somebody who needs services. If
Right.
you die, nobody's gonna use the card.
Right.
So they be like, I don't want to take your card. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
that's funny. Some of the weird assumptions people make
Right,
or whatever.
right.
Yeah. Oh, that's a trip,
Yeah.
man. Well, yeah, that's all. We know better. We know better. And nobody else ends their comedy set by saying, I got a body to get to.
Well, you've done that. You've left here and went straight to work,
That's
man.
exactly that's
It's
exactly
like
what
the-
I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I go to open mics after embalming, so you know I embalm in like a Dickie set. So I done pulled up to the open mic smelling like embalming fluid in my Dickie set. Yeah, the grind goes on.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna get these jokes.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Right.
I love it, man. I
Right.
love it.
Yeah, the only thing funnier than that, I've heard Vic DiBitetto used to have a sanitation route in New York.
Oh.
He'd parallel park his truck at night, do his set, say goodnight, get paid, go back on the truck, and finish his route.
That's crazy.
That's
you
wow.
picking up trash,
Picking up trash.
slinging jokes.
Yeah, I'm sure he smelled good.
Yeah, right.
Right. Now, it's crazy. I deal with bodies, but that's one thing I don't think I could do. Pick up, especially in New York.
New
Pick up
York.
trash.
Yeah.
My nose.
Right.
It's wild.
I smell
Yeah.
stuff too much.
So you plug the funeral home, plug your social media.
Yeah. Anything you want to plug?
I'm on Instagram, G Bazemore, GBAZEMORE, comedy, all one word. Facebook, Granville Bazemore. That's it. I'm not real savvy with the TikToks and all that stuff.
He's right there with me.
Right. There's too much going on. But that's where y'all can find me at.
You do a lot though on Instagram. I'll give you big
I'm
credit
trying,
there.
sir.
Yeah,
I'm trying-
no.
I'm
You
trying
got a
to
lot
be
of
more
clips up there. I was
relevant.
checking it out. A lot of
Yeah,
good stuff.
I'm trying to be
Yeah.
more relevant, or just stay on the algorithm. Like I'm still learning. It's algorithm stuff. So
Same.
yeah, you gotta stay relevant.
Yeah.
So
It's been another episode of Bring 'Em Out.